Well, we got a bit of news for this episode of TTT. We have Hurricane Frank, a Category 1 hurricane with winds of 90 miles per hour. So remember last episode it was just a tropical storm, and here it is as a hurricane. We aren't expecting any major hurricane status from this storm just yet, but yeah, it's forecasted to move north, so I will be showing a satellite imagery like I always do on screen. And this is located at 16.2 degrees north and 115.8 degrees west, and the maximum winds is 80 knots, or again 90 miles per hour, and the minimum central pressure is 975 millibars. That's pretty low for a Category 1 hurricane, but that's what's going on. There's an eye that seems to be forming a bit. And yeah, the radius of maximum wind is 20 nautical miles, and we also have Tropical Storm Georgette in the Eastern Pacific with Frank. Has a maximum sustained winds of 45 knots or 50 miles per hour with a minimum central pressure of 999 millibars. So this time Recon is going with NHC. It is located at 14.1 degrees north and 126.4 degrees west, and has a radius of maximum wind of 10 nautical miles. And this is not expected to become a hurricane, but however, it does seem to slow down a bit. But thing is, it's entering the Central Pacific, so this is probably gonna weaken unless it moved southwards. But it's forecasted to make a pretty sharp turn from going left to just completely northeast, and then weakening right there. That's the forecast. Okay, that's from the NHC, NOAA, all that. And we also have Tropical Depression Sagda in the Western Pacific. We don't seem to be expecting any typhoon or tropical storm like that stuff as it kind of moved towards South Korea. It's 35 miles per hour, and yeah, it's located at 32.5 degrees north and 124.1 degrees east. The maximum winds is 30 knots, again 35 miles per hour, and the minimum central pressure is 998 millibars. And then we also have a Tropical Cyclone 1, so 01S1, located at 13.9 degrees south and 92.8 degrees east. So this is in the Indian Ocean, because you can probably just tell from its name. But yeah, so it's also near the Coco Islands, Healing Islands, those areas. It has maximum winds of 35 knots, so probably around like tropical storm force winds, but yeah. And a minimum central pressure of 1,002 millibars. So yes, these are all saying it's going to be forecasted to move north, like turn a northeast turn. I mean, that's GFS, and GM is like just a little northwest like turn, not really like a sharp northeast. And like a lot of these models, like literally the majority of these models are just saying it's gonna go northwest, like in a straight line. So I don't really know what made GFS think that it's gonna go that way, because that's a pretty sharp turn, honestly. But that's GFS, okay? But that's really all we have for Tropical Cyclone 1. And we have Invest 95W. I think we had this last episode. This is in the Philippine Sea. I don't think... no, this is the one I think that... well, where is this? Okay. I don't think this is gonna form now, because literally now it's just forecasted to go north, and that's probably just gonna weaken. So it's located at 23 degrees north and 127.9 degrees east, and the maximum winds are 15 knots, or hold up, I need to find, I'm trying to find it. We're just gonna have to kind of stick with wait, no, okay. So it's like 15 miles per hour. 15 knots, 15 miles per hour. That's really interesting. But the minimum central pressure of 1001 millibars, and that's really all we have for this. So the main focus, the main feature of this episode was obviously Frank, because it's a hurricane. We have a tropical cyclone 1 though, but you know, Frank became a hurricane, and we want to have that as our main focus. I know, like, Tropical Storm Georgette is the newest form. There's Tropical Depression Sagda. There's a new Tropical Cyclone 1, but we're just gonna say the main focus is again Frank, because it's been strengthening and now it's a hurricane. Yeah, if we go ahead and go on Zoom Earth, I think, yeah, okay. So, well, let's like look at all these. If we can look at the pressures, nice. These get down to like 977 millibars in the Eastern Pacific. You know, if we look into temperature really quick, we can see that really over here in the United States, Texas, most of these parts, they're getting like some, in the south, we're getting some 90s. We're getting some 90s with the degrees in Fahrenheit. Texas had a whopping 100 degrees somewhere. It's not new for me though, because I've been getting 100 degrees. And obviously with that heat wave up here in United Kingdom, it's like 60 degrees. It's kind of insane. But yeah, like, these waters are super warm. 83 degrees Fahrenheit, 85 degrees Fahrenheit in the Gulf of Mexico. And we have like the wind. We can see like how the wind is like twirling literally around Frank. For this episode of TTT, Tracking the Tropics, I'm AllWaysGG, all in ways, 2 separate words, not one word always, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.